everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Redhead Boo here, back with maybe the last video of this year, which is absolutely crazy. I just wanted to start off this video by saying a huge thank you to all of my subscribers, all of the people who have watched and supported this channel like over this past year. Like, it genuinely means a lot to me. If you've like messaged me about a video, commented, shared it, it genuinely means the world. And yeah, so because 2024 is nearly over, which is so weird to say now because it literally feels like it was last Christmas a few days ago. It doesn't feel like it was like a year ago. So yeah, I am so happy with how this year has gone. Obviously there've been a few challenges along the way, however I do think a lot of good things have happened, and in a way I wanted to celebrate that and do like a special little roundup of some of my favourite memories from this year. And yeah, so I have picked 6 of the things that I have done which have been really fun, and yeah, so I hope you do enjoy. It will be in the style of a vlog because I'll like say what I enjoyed about the memory, and I'll also be including a photo, or if there's like quite a few photos from one thing, then I'll choose like maybe 2 or 3. So yeah, I just all hope you all enjoy. So in at number 6 of my like favourite memories of 2024, we have a show that I saw, I think it was in August, yeah, and for me it has been a show that I have always wanted to see, and I don't think it's been shown a lot in the UK. I know they do it a lot in America, and I think sometimes it's performed in London. However, I'd never seen it before, and the show that I am talking about is Aladdin, but not just like Aladdin, the standard Disney film, but the musical hit comedy show that toured all over America and finally got to do a UK tour in, I think it was pretty much like, was it the whole of summer or maybe even like way before that as well. I think actually it started off in March and then lasted till like September, and I got to see it at Bradford Alhambra with my mum, my sister and my sister's boyfriend's mum, and I just absolutely loved the show. Like, and I've always loved Aladdin, like any type of show of it, or like the films, the music, everything about Aladdin I just love. And I think especially after seeing it, I have found a new obsession with Aladdin. Like, I just have so much more appreciation. I think the songs from the hit musical are just incredible, and I have listened to them non-stop to the point where some of them appeared on my Spotify Wrapped from 2024. So yeah, I am going to insert one of the photos that I got taken because I didn't really take that many photos, but yeah, I hope you enjoy. So in at number 5 is one of the many concerts or events I went to this year, and I'm trying to remember when it was now. I think it was in September, I think, and it was the Vamps on their Meet Meet the Vamps 10-year anniversary tour at York Barbican, and before that, obviously I'd seen the Vamps a lot, and because I missed out on like the Meet the Vamps tour, when they announced this one, I was like, I have to go. And the fact that they came to York, which is literally like 40 minutes away from me, it just made sense that I had to get tickets. And to be fair, the tickets were really cheap. We got a great standing view. The set list was fantastic. The whole show was just everything, and I got to hear some of the songs that I hadn't heard live before, or I hadn't heard live for a good few years. And I went with my good friends, my good Vamps friends, Helen and Emmy, and we just had the best time all together, because I don't really get to see the girls that often. So to get to see them again and catch up and just spend time watching our favourite band live was just everything. So yeah, I do think this memory and this event will always be special to me. So yeah. So in at number 4 we have another concert, but this one was one I wasn't really planning on going to. I have been a huge fan of Becky Hill for a number of years now, and I had never seen her live ever. And one day, well, like her tour, Do You Believe Me Now tour, I was looking at getting tickets for such a long time, and I never really got them. Like, I just kept umming and ahhing about it, and because the tour date, that the one I was going to go to if I got tickets, was on a Wednesday night, I just thought it wasn't really ideal at the time. And because obviously I had work and I had a lot of stuff going on, so I was a bit like, yeah, maybe it's not the best timing for me. And then I saw on, I think it was Kiss FM, I think it came up on like Facebook or something, that they were doing a competition to win 2 tickets to see Becky Hill at any of her tour dates. So I thought, you know what, let's do it, you never know. And I entered for the Leeds date, and literally a few weeks later, I was sat in McDonald's with my mum, just casually having tea, and I got an email on my phone, and it was from Kiss FM saying that I had won 2 tickets to see Becky in Leeds on her latest tour. And I was just like, what? Because I never really win anything. Like, I do win stuff, but I hadn't won anything for a good few years. And honestly, the night of the concert, it was so amazing. And one of the things I'll always remember was when I went into the venue itself with our ticket, and I just thought, you know what, I'm going to speak to the staff and see if we can swap our tickets from seated to standing. I explained to the woman on the desk that I'd won these tickets, would there be a chance we could just upgrade to standing? And she was like, you know what, I'm feeling generous, why not? And literally handed us 2 standing tickets. And it was one of the best nights of my life. Like, I was in such awe of Becky. I love her music, I love her, and yeah, it was just absolutely amazing. And definitely one of the concerts I will never, ever forget. So yeah, I'm going to insert a selfie that me and my sister took before the show started now. Yes. Okay, so we are in at the top 3. memories now. And these three are probably like my all-time favourite things that I did this year. And I think to me they are the most special. And yeah, so for the last three items, I will be including about like 2 or 3 photos. I think probably 3 photos because I can't really choose between them. So in at number 3, we have my birthday trip to London with Jade, and I have wanted to go back to London for such a long time. I mean, I have been not quite recently, but like I try and go as much as I can because obviously being from the north, London is sort of an iconic place, and I always like to try and do new stuff there. And yeah, the original plan was to go to Harry Potter Studios. However, that sold out, and we decided, you know what, we'll find something else to do. And I think the new plan was so much better because we did karaoke on the night that I arrived, and I absolutely loved doing karaoke. It was so much fun. I basically did like a 2-hour set, I think, because Jade wasn't as confident as I was, I think. So yeah, it was so much fun. And if you have seen the vlog, you will see just how much fun I had. And then on the day after, we went to, oh God, I want to say it was Waterloo we got off. I don't know. I don't really know London, so apologies. But we went to Sea Life near the London Eye because we booked like a ticket for 2 separate attractions on like 1 ticket, if that makes sense. And honestly, Sea Life was one of the most relaxing places I have ever been to. I've done like other sea lives before, but this one was just so good, and I don't think I'll ever forget it. Like, it was so sweet, and like seeing all the fishes, the sharks, the turtles, the penguins, like it was just amazing. And then we went to All Bar One for like cocktails and a bite to eat. And then we went to Madame Tussauds, which was absolutely incredible. I hadn't been there for a good few years, so it was nice to see like all the new stuff, the massive Star Wars section, the Marvel section, and yeah, it was just amazing. And then we went to Disney Store, where I spent quite a bit of money because it's me. And yeah, I just had the best trip ever, and I do think that vlog was one of my favourites from this year. So yeah, I'm so happy with how that trip went, and I really do hope pretty soon that I'll be able to go back to London. And yeah, so I'm going to insert my 3 favourite photos from that trip now. So we are down to my final 2 now, and to me, this memory that I have at number 2, I think will always be special to me now, just because of something bad that happened this year. Like, it will always hold a special place in my heart. Yeah, so in at number 2, we have my favourite show that I went to this year, and it was at the Grove Theatre in Dunstable. I honestly cannot wait to return there. 3 weeks of filming this video, 3 weeks today, but when it goes up it'll be 20 days, I think. So yeah, And I am talking about Jamie Hensley's Homecoming show. For me, I think this was by far the most proudest I have ever been of him. So a little backstory, if you haven't been subscribed to me for a while, or you just stumbled across this video just out of the blue, I signed up to be vocally coached by Jamie last year, so 2023, and it was one of the most amazing times of my life and one that I will never ever forget. And I have been a huge fan of him for like over 12 years now, and to be able to say I got to see him perform in his hometown, like in one of my favourite venues that I've ever seen him perform in, because I've seen him in pantomime there before and I've always just been awestruck by his voice and talent. And yeah, if he's watching, this could get cringy. But yeah, like, to be able to be front row and just have him literally singing right in front of me in his hometown on a stage probably means a lot. And it was just everything. And to like be able to learn more about him as well, and like his life story before he found fame, and then like the times that some of us might not have even known him, so to learn all of that. And yeah, it was just one of the best days for me, and definitely my favourite live performance of this year. And yeah, I'll never forget it. And going back to that theatre soon is just going to remind me of like all the good times I've spent there, thanks to Jamie. So yeah, it's going to be special, I think. And yeah, it's going to be hard to choose photos. That's why I've gone with 3 photos from this day, because it was everything to me and I'll never ever forget it, ever. And it's going to be special to sit in the same seat that I sat in at May for Panto. So I hope you enjoy looking back at these photos. We are now down to my favourite thing or memory of 2024. And of course, if you haven't already guessed by now, it just had got to be my trip to Disneyland Paris. That trip for me was one of the most magical times ever. Obviously, like beforehand, I had been to Disneyland Paris I hadn't been in like 7 years, and to see all of the new stuff and like actually get to go to Walt Disney Studios, go to Avengers Campus, meet some of the characters that I'd never properly met before because of like COVID or unforeseen circumstances, to see all of the shows that I have wanted to see, like the Lion King show, the Pixar show, which is the best thing I think I've ever seen in my life. But I think one of the best memories that stands out for me from that trip was just getting to spend it with all of my friends. So Jade, Paul, Alex, Emma, Kian, and ever since that trip, our Disney group chat is just full of banter, full of like love for each other. And yeah, I love every single person I went to Disneyland Paris with, like literally walking around the parks with people I have met through Disney. was just the best feeling in the world, and getting to spend so much time with them all and getting to spend time with them again in like 52 days, which is insane. Like, I honestly cannot wait, and I definitely think I'll vlog a lot more with them and like show how they come across on camera, because it'll just be iconic. And yeah, I honestly just can't wait to experience it all again. And obviously that wasn't my favourite memory, but that was the most important to me. One of the things that stood out for me from that trip, I think, was the new parade, A Million Splashes of Colour. I didn't expect to get to see it, since it was starting the day after we left, and the fact we got to see it on preview day will remain to me the most special experience of my life, and I just think it's amazing, and I won't ever forget getting to see it in person and just living my best life and meeting all my favourite characters. And yeah, there was not a day that I was in the parks where I wasn't smiling away or laughing. And yeah, it is going to be so hard to pick 3 photos, but out of the 3 photos, I have chosen a character photo, a ride photo, and a photo of me in front of the castle. So I really hope you enjoy the ones that I picked. And yeah, because this memory is just, it had to be number 1. It just had to be. Okay everyone, now that was today's video, and potentially my final one of 2024, unless I decide to do what I got for Christmas from like my friends and family. But I'll have a think if I want to do that, and then you might get an extra video. But again, I am so grateful to everybody who's watched any of my videos this year, and yeah, I hope you enjoy this one, and I will continue to do more videos next year with like vlogs. Disney cruise vlogs will be coming, Disneyland Paris vlog, loads of videos are in the pipelines. And yeah, so if you did enjoy today's video, please do not forget to like, comment and subscribe. Turn on the bell and you'll be notified every time I upload. But for now, this is Redhead Boo signing off. Bye everyone! Happy 2025 if I don't see you before then. Bye!